With that, the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Sessions, is recognized for 5 minutes.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. What's happening today is that this subcommittee, under the leadership of our young chairman, is trying to ask questions because, as you know, as required by law, there's a report that was issued to Congress. There was only one sentence in the report regarding the payment transfer of authority in the most recent November Iraqi electric waiver. So I've got a copy of your statement here, and the statement says the Secretary also certifies that France, Italy, and Oman faced exceptional circumstances preventing them from significantly reducing their petroleum products purchases from Iran. Well, look, I get it with France, but Italy has reserves of 1.3% of what it already uses. I don't know what the exceptional and significant is there. Oman has proven reserves of 79.4 times its annual consumption. And yet this secretary has chosen to fool the United States Congress into believing significant and exceptional rather than providing the data and information. So the problem is that we've been around for a while, and remember that the Obama administration 5 different times argued the case they could only give Iran cash, billions of dollars, and the only way they could do it is in cash. Well, we know that you can't follow the cash. We don't know where that went. The Obama administration argued, oh, but we're for the Israelis, but kept giving billions of dollars to cash. Hamas only has about $500 million a year, and yet these administrations from, granted, the Democratic side, give billions of dollars cash to the Iranians, where it's just slush money. Just go give it out. There's no way to follow the money. Mr. Paley, there was no explanation in this report as to why it necessitated the payment transfers. I gave you 2 minutes. Gentlemen, I'd like for him to answer the question of what should have been in here in this report.
Thank you very much, Mr. Congressman, and thank you for the opportunity to
I'm sure you're delighted with it.
We welcome the opportunity because at the heart of it, what this waiver is about is our support for Iraq. Across administrations, we have issued and renewed these waivers.
Then why did you blame Oman and exceptional circumstances and significant? Why did you use those terms for someone that has 79 times what their annual needs are?
Thanks very much for the question. So over time, multiple administrations have approved and renewed these waivers to allow Iraq to continue to purchase electricity from Iran. Over time, money has accrued in these accounts that are in Iraq and that are subject to all of the restrictions that have remained in place because we have not lifted any sanctions against Iran. Over time, as this money has accrued, Iran has sought to use this as a point of leverage over Iraq and pressured Iraq to release this money, to give it back in certain ways, and Iraq has stood firm. So we, with this waiver and with the previous waiver, have sought to stand firm with Iraq as it continues to improve its energy independence, but work with Iraq to get these Iranian funds out of the restricted accounts in Iraq, where Iran is able to leverage Iraq to release this money or transfer it in a way that would potentially not be subject to all of the restrictions that are in place.
Mr. Paley, I think your use of terms and hiding, in my opinion, behind this need for humanitarian and to support Iraq and all these things. We are dealing with America's greatest terror, and that is the Iranians, and you're giving them cash. Mr. Chairman, I yield back my time.
Thank you, John.